Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever Series 2, The Great Lakes. Thank you very much for joining me in this episode. And it's time to start wrapping up this series, I believe. I've been thinking a lot about this and wondering how much further I can take this. And the answer is really not much. In fact, I think Tony left a comment, username Tony, on the last video, the last episode of Transports Fever, talking about how at this point in the game there is a lot of micromanagement that needs to happen, and because I'm showing this on a video, it's kind of hard for me to do that kind of micromanagement and try and work out exactly what's going on and what's going wrong and what's going right, so on and so forth. So, hello. Completely forgot that was there. So I think it's time I start wrapping this series up. So that's what I'm going to be doing, or at least starting to do in this episode. There's still a few episodes to go, but it is going to be the beginning of the end. So make sure you stay tuned for the next 20 to 25 minutes whilst I start making a few adjustments in this area to see if we can get some goods into Buffalo and ease up some of the congestion on this side, just to see what happens. Okay, so immediately the first change we're going to do, oh, that's got nothing. The first change that we're going to make is we are going to turn this into a track that has extra street connections. There we go. Where's the rest of that train gone? The first part of the train disappeared. What do you know? So we're going to put these extra street connections in, and then we are going to, and I don't know whether this is going to work, but we are going to add a slim medium street right the way down, and it's going to be down an embankment, and what? There, perfect. Now the question is, this is not going to reach anywhere, is it? That one is. So now the question is this going to be able to put that there and transfer that across? That's the first thing we need to see. So if that's going to happen, that might start helping us. And to ensure that we do work this one out, what we are going to do is we are going to send all of the grain vehicles. In fact, we're going to send. Right, how do we do this? It's not just grain vehicles on this road, is there? Now there's the livestock, right. So what we're going to do is we are going to make sure that all of these end up going to the nearest depot. Where is the nearest depot? Somewhere down here, there it is. So these lots are all now going to head to the depot. So let's make sure that the depot is empty, which it is. So the entire lot, I think we're going to get it from here, right? Yes, that's how we're going to do it. Not trains, those. You two, so you all to depot, you all to depot. I'm going to save that. And yes, it is possibly going to make a bit of a hash of it for a moment, but we will see what happens. Alright, and let's go ahead and play that, and let's see exactly what becomes of this. Look at that. Works without the cars. Perfect. We do not need this anymore. There we go. Those are disappearing. They're getting moved over. That's just eased up a whole load of congestion. So what I'm going to do instead is I am going to let's move this road slightly. We're going to convert this in a moment, but for now we're going to move this road. We're going to go for a medium street, and we're going to turn this road like this, and then this road is going to go. Ooh, hang on. Nope. There we go. Like that. That's where the road's going to go. All right. So as soon as this is empty, which it should be very soon. Look at that. This is going to fill up everything. The fantastic Santa Fe. Santa Fe? Santa Fe. I really don't know. I really don't know what that's supposed to be. There we go, that's full. And this is still continuing to get more grain and more livestock. This is almost empty. I just want this to empty. Right, whilst this is emptying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... let's see, those guys can go... Yeah, those guys need to stop going up there now. So you lot, I'm going to send you over to... off the First Street. No, not off the First Street. Off the Spruce Street. Yep, off the Spruce Street. You need to go there. That's better. And then we're going to stop you from going up here, because Madison Street should cover that anyway. Yep, that covers it anyway. So, Hamilton Central is going to be taken off for you guys. Now that should fill it up over here. Awesome. So now that that's doing that, as we continue, we're going to upgrade this into one of these with three platforms. There we go. Or three rows, which is going to be 6 platforms. So that's our new depot for those guys, whilst the oil can come up here. So we can delete these 2 routes. So those 2 routes can be deleted. And we can go over to this, and we've got a whole bunch of vehicles here that can all be sold, I guess. How do I sell all? Guess I just have to click that. And that's everything sold. Lovely. Alright, get rid of that. So that should now change how this all pans out and how this works. Now on top of that, what we should be able to do is we should now be able to make a route into Buffalo. And where can we go in Buffalo? Oh, this looks like a lovely area. Just here. Straight in from the main roads, straight into the heart of Buffalo. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to go for some of that, some of that. That's big. Oh, maybe not quite as... maybe not exactly what I want. What about one of these? You'll fit. Can I put it in like that? I can. Bit closer, bits closer. About there. Perfect. That's what I wanted. We will smooth this out. There we go. And now we're going to do a route from here to here. Bright blue. What did I call them? Autosave. That's what I call them. Come on. Right. ISH Toronto Buffalo. There we go. Lovely. Right. Now what roads do those go down? That's actually quite... Yeah, that's pretty much what I want. Why has all the oil ended up here? Or all the fuel? ISH Toronto. These things don't take fuel. Oh, they do. That's awkward. That's really awkward. They do take fuel, but it's probably easier for them to get in here than it is for them to get in anywhere else. There's the fuel ones. So what we should do is we should probably go Toronto fuel. We should duplicate it and go Toronto fuel starting from there. That's what I wanted to do. But in any case, for now, let's go ahead and sort this out. So we've got the new route. And we shall go by road vehicles, and we're going to take in some of those lorries. One of these, we'll paint them in that color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Set line all there. We'll pause that, we'll save that. So we're making progress. Even as we come up to the end, we are making progress. We are trying to fix things and move forward. Right. anything... Oh, this is starting to get a little bit silly, isn't it, with the sounds? Anything else that may need to be sorted out? I think everything on this area, or everything in this area, is running really, really well. Ottawa's doing fantastically. It really has started building up. As a matter of fact, I want to try and give Ottawa even more of a chance to sort of build by doing this, and perhaps I don't know, hang on, perhaps doing this there, perhaps doing that, and then that can go there, and then you can go... Should I just go over the hill or through the hill? Go through the tunnel. No, let's not do that. Through the mountainside. No, I want it to actually peel off from here. There we go. A strange junction, or a strange road, but still probably quite realistic. And then from here... Do you want to do that, or should we just actually... Yeah, let's do that, like so. This is a little bit mountainous. There we go. So we're just trying to give this space to expand. So there we go, that's that done. Let's go ahead and take a picture of, I guess, this area. That can be the thumbnail. What can be... Yeah, that can be the thumbnail. Perfect. Okay, let's move on. Right, so that's that, and that's that done. How far is this going to... That covers most of Buffalo. So that's going to be really good anyway. So we're going to leave... In fact, what we're going to do is... I've saved that, haven't I? Let me just double check on the save, and then let's watch that take shape. If there is anything specific that you want to see me do before I end the series, let me know in the comments box. Let me know the various things that you want to see me do, and I shall try to do that. Right. So at the moment there's going to be nothing, of course, but we've got another train coming in. This might have a few things going to come back, and yeah, there might be a few things that are going to be taken. Still nothing for Buffalo just yet. Another train that's getting filled up. So this is working wonderfully. This is working really wonderfully. Everything's just constantly being filled up. So that's awesome. Where's the next train? In fact, that next train's already on its way back, so that's great. Not with a lot of things, but I'm hoping that that is about to change. Detroit seems to have a lot of food suddenly. Right here, so we need to see if we can figure out... Again, it's just trying to keep on top of this. It's difficult. We've got some steel wanted to go over. Ah, this is good. We've got some steel wanted to go over, so does that mean that in Columbus... We have tools. We still have... Why don't we have any planks being... There's planks being produced, or at least they were being produced, but they don't seem to be... That just doesn't seem to be working at all. It does not seem to be working at all. Look at this. That's a very straight road. I just looked at that and I just noticed it out of nowhere. That is a perfectly straight road across there, and that's joined onto that, and I don't know how I didn't notice that before in Columbus. Cincinnati seems to be running okay. Excellent on that. Still nothing going into it, so we are going to spend an episode trying to bring things into that. Food is great in here. Construction material is great, and tools we need to really improve upon. St. Louis, how are things looking? Okay on the tools. Okay on that. Great on the fuel. Okay on the construction materials. So we are getting there. It's taken a while, but we are getting there. This is a problem. Chicago and Naperville do tend to just have problems. No matter what, no matter what I do, it just does not seem to, it just doesn't seem to want to work at all. So that is a concern. Definitely a concern. So see what's going on there. Everything else seems to be running okay. Fort Wayne, maybe we'll start bringing things in there. Let's have a look at the whole Buffalo Columbus setup. Still nothing. Yeah, still absolutely nothing. None of these have changed. Have you changed anything out? No, they haven't actually carried anything to and fro. No. That's annoying. Well, here comes a train. It's going to have fuel for... It has fuel. Is it going to have fuel for Buffalo? No. That's a ridiculous amount of fuel. That really is a ridiculous amount of fuel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, do we have an option to duplicate line? No. Alright, let's bring up that line. To end this episode off, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new line. And we're going to start swapping things over. That's going to be black, because now we don't need to use the black. Caps lock on. FSH. Toronto. Fuel. Okay. There we go. Then we're going to go right. So with Toronto fuel, what I'm going to do, we don't have double. No, we don't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of have them jump along a little bit. Yeah, let's have them just jump along and miss a few here and there. Let's do that. There we go. Let's have them do that. Okay. And then what I am going to do is all the vehicles that were on these ones, for example, you're going to be reassigned. How do I reassign you? Wait, how do I reassign this vehicle? How do I reassign this vehicle? There has to be a way, right? No. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you go back to the depot. So you're back to the depot. You're back to the depot. Oh no, there's the route. There's the route. There we go. Change your route. I knew there was a way to change the route. Change routes on all of these. Alright, now I'm going to leave one on there just to see if it starts removing that backlog. In fact, I'm probably going to leave 3 on there if those other 2 have got here yet. They haven't. Incoming you. Autosave. That means I'm almost at the end of this episode. Just go to Toronto Fuel. See what you can do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do you. Where are we? Hamilton West. Hamilton West. Just pick up from Terminal 1. And you guys pick up from 3. There we go. Alright, so let's save that and see what happens. So that's where we're going to end this episode. In fact, I should probably have paused it before I save it. So I'll pause it, now I'll save it. Again, like I said, if there's anything you want me to do before I end this series, let me know. This is the start of the wrap-up. It's a bit annoying that that doesn't swap over. But we'll see what happens. Oh, hello. It's going to take a whole bunch of stuff again. Look at that. And we start getting food going to the Toronto Buffalo. Right. So that's going to go like that. Now what I'm thinking is that the fuel ones can become tankers of some sort, because there's so much fuel that goes in and out of this place. Not much food going in again. It's annoying. Lots going out, not enough going in anyway. In fact, I'll tell you what, let me try that. Who are you? You swap over to that. It's swapping. It's moving over. Fantastic. Okay, that's a great thing to see. So on that, I'm going to end this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever Series 2, The Great Lakes, and then of course Series 3, The Great Western Railway. Leave a comment in the comments box below with your suggestions on how to finish this series off, and also how you've enjoyed this series. If you've really enjoyed it, let me know. Let me know your favourite part of the series. Of course, it's been 173 episodes now. Let me know what the favourite part of that series was. Also, don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget, and you can find me on Twitch at ECGadgetLP. At ECGadget, twitch.tv/ECGadget. If you haven't yet done so, you can follow me there. You can also find me on social media at ECGadgetLP for both Twitter and Instagram. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Transport Fever Series 2, The Great Lakes.